My name is Lena Perez, and I moved here 3 years ago from Oregon with my 3 daughters. And when we first moved to town, we drove in an RV. We didn't know where we were going to live, and we ended up in this general Dallas-Fort Worth area and found out about Stonegate from some friends, and we started coming. Before we moved here, honestly, I lived in a ton of fear, a lot of fear over my business. I own childcare in Oregon, and as the sole provider in my home, as a single mom, I had a ton of fear around finances. And so when we first moved here, I wasn't really tithing a ton. It was really more if I had the extra money, I would, but otherwise, I just felt like I couldn't afford to do it. But then I was kind of like, okay, we're starting fresh here in Texas. I wanted to start off strong. I just picked a number and I was like, I'm just gonna be consistent with this number. And then we started Follow Me, and sitting in there and them talking through like the different stages of a giver. I wanted to go from just being consistent to being like a generous giver. And so when we sat in the Follow Me meetings, I mean, honestly, the very first night I had a number in my head and I just was like, there is no way I can do that. I was like, I don't know where that number came from. Okay, Lord, maybe it's half that, because that seems like crazy. I was literally sick to my stomach. I remember the night when we had to write it down. I didn't even write it down because I was so scared to actually put it on paper. They were having everyone walk up to the front and put them in the bin. And so I just was like, there's the number, and walked up, and I just felt so anxious about it. But it's funny because once I did it, calmness came over. Like I'd made the decision, that was the hardest part, and then that it was just following. The last few weeks, sorry, it makes me want to cry because obviously I'm a single mom. So the fact that our church is like giving to single moms, it is such an honor and privilege to know that I'm part of that, and to know like these things are impacting eternity. These are things I wouldn't have known to do myself or known to give to, but the fact that we all are pulling our money together to help in all these ways is beautiful and overwhelming and honoring, and such a privilege to be a part of. It's been overwhelming to watch. It's been so awesome.